Hello, everyone. This is Tom, joined by Dewey,
Hello, guys.
and we are going to talk a little bit about a game that we played at PAX East called Chivalry. It is a medieval setting, first-person melee combat game.
They describe it as a first-person shooter medieval combat game. I believe that is how they state it to be.
All right, so it's a little bit verbose in terms of a genre, but it was really fun. We played an arena, and Dewey and I got to throw down with a couple of different classes. The first time I was a knight, and you were like a man-at-arms, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So the knight is really heavily armored and can just basically lop your head off in one hit. And the man-at-arms is more lightly armored, but more agile, and he swings a little bit faster. And so the way that went is that Dewey ran up to me and I lopped his head off because I rule. Oh yes, that's right.
I don't know. I think it's like this game is going to be fun for just like maybe if you got like a argument to settle with someone online, be like, okay, let's throw down in this arena right now, and we're just gonna kill each other. It seemed like the first character that I played, his advantage was he had speed. But at the moment, I don't really feel like I was able to take complete advantage of that speed. Like, I couldn't flank you very quickly, or quick enough to the point of where, like, if I was flanking you, you just, like, hit me. And then, like, pretty much once you get one hit on the person, it's almost done there. Like, then it's kind of like whoever gets that first hit generally has the advantage in the combat. And, that very well could be just we played like maybe 10 minutes of the game, so we don't know the ins and outs of it, how to block and all that kind of stuff on an expert level yet. So
yeah, the next thing that happened is we switched classes. I got a what's his name? Crap. What was his name?
Scout or something like that.
No, the Vanguard, maybe?
Yes, yeah, that was it, yeah.
Yeah, nailed it. And he had a pole arm, and then Dewey, you just chose the knight, right?
Yep.
Yeah, because I had whomped the crap out of you with the knight, so clearly the knight was broken. And then we fought, so I was trying to keep my distance and kind of poke you with my halberd, from a ways away, and then you just ran in and lopped my head off like every single fight. So it turns out the knight, I'm not going to say he's broken. I'm going to say he's easier to play.
Yep.
Because having a ton of armor and a weapon that deals a ton of damage is good. And then everyone else has to kind of work around that and come up with how do I use my specific advantage in order to beat a knight. Whereas a knight can just run in and be like, my advantage is that I rule and just start hitting people.
Well, it's interesting because you can start to try to employ like different strategies. Like I know the last match that we played, I'm just like I'm trying to hide so that way you'll like walk by me and I'll come up and just hit you in the back. It didn't work very well, but
yeah, one of the devs told me that it was like distracting how badly I wanted to do this. Is that there's a kick in the game, right? And you can use it to either stun the person out of a block or to move them backwards. And to go along with this, there were also pits full of spikes, and there were walls with spikes on them. So all that I could see in my head was Dewey's corpse stuck to a wall. And then he ran up to me and hit me and lopped my head off because he's a knight. But that would have been awesome. I wish we would have gotten a chance to see that. The graphics in the game were great. It's I think Torn Banner is the name of the studio making it.
It's Torn Banner Studios.
Yep. And so it's a fairly small development company, but they're putting together a pretty quality product, good graphics. Controls felt pretty tight, actually.
They're very interested in having this kind of, go to a tournament scene or something like that, where, you see small tournaments or something like that being held. And I can definitely see that. It's got, whenever you have a game that has a competitive atmosphere like that, you're going to kind of lean in that direction of the tournament-esque style of...
Yeah. There's two things I really want to do with this game. One is, like you said, challenging friends to duels to settle petty arguments. And the other one is maybe if there's a spectator mode, I would like to commentate some of our live stream viewers fighting each other in this game.
Yeah.
That would be awesome to me.
That would be. I could just imagine, just like, oh, and you got blah, 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 coming up, and then and he hits him, and just like going insane and crazy with all the different weapons, everything in there.
Yeah, or even just busting out kick him into the spikes. Kick him into the spikes. Don't be a sissy about it. I know you can hear me. Like 3 minutes later, but you can hear me. Kick him into the spikes.
So yeah, I'm looking for that. Hopefully you guys are too, because I'd love to see some of our viewers duke it out on the live stream with me and Tom giving some announcements in that area. So
right. One thing is, like, I have no, like, I don't know if there is a single player in this game, but I have no interest in it at all whatsoever. I just want to beat up my friends.
True. I don't actually. I'm not sure whether or not there is one either. So
yeah, and so we played a one-on-one arena. They said the game type that they're sort of balancing for is more of like a 15 on 15, did they say? Like just giant battle.
Jesus.
Which seems like it could be really cool as well.
I don't think they have a release date. I believe they're aiming for fall, but I think that's the answer for like everyone. So I don't know. I would look into it if you guys like the kind of medieval fighting stuff. If you've ever been playing an RPG or something and just like, oh, I wish I could, have a friend in here and then beat the living shit out of him. Look into this game. If not, still look into it. It still looks like a very fun game.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to play a bit more of this game. Do you have anything more to add?
I do not.
All right. Well, that'll do it for Chivalry then. I hope you guys enjoyed this look at this game, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. That's right, Dewey. I did it. I still catch you guys on the flip side.
No.